Hey there, in this video, we'll be taking a look at the most accurate VWAP buy-sell indicator strategy from Magic Indicator Strategies. This strategy claims to be able to provide traders with 100% profitable trade signals using the volume-weighted average price indicator. VWAP is a popular technical analysis tool that helps traders identify the average price of a stock or security based on volume. It's often used to identify key levels of support and resistance, as well as to gauge the strength of a trend. In this video, we'll be exploring how the Magic Indicator Strategies YouTube channel has incorporated the VWAP indicator into their trading strategy, and how they claim to be able to use it to generate consistently profitable trades. We'll also be testing out the strategy for ourselves and seeing how it performs in the markets. So if you're interested in learning more about the VWAP indicator and how it can be used to improve your trading success, be sure to stick around. For this backtest, we'll be using the 5-minute Ethereum Tether US chart as our test case, and we'll be backtesting the strategy 100 times with an initial account size of $1,000 and a 1-to-2 risk-to-reward ratio, risking 2% per trade. Let's start by adding the indicators to the chart. The first indicator we'll be setting up is the VWAP, or volume-weighted average price indicator. This tool consists of 3 bands, the middle, upper, and lower bands. In most cases, when the market is trading inside the bands, it indicates a range. For our strategy, the most optimal place to enter the market is when the price is above or below the bands. To add the VWAP indicator to your chart, simply click on the Indicators tab and type in volume-weighted average price. Select this indicator from the list under Technical Indicators. Next, we'll be setting up the Turtle Trade Channel indicator. This indicator will provide us with confirmation of a trend change before we enter a trade. To add this indicator to your chart, access the Indicators menu and search for Turtle Trade Channel. Make sure you select the one by Kivenge Ospeljic. Once you've added the Turtle Trade Channel indicator to your chart, you'll need to adjust the settings. Finally, we'll be adding the Waddah Attar Explosion indicator as a third confirmation before we enter a trade. To add this indicator to your chart, access the Indicators menu and search for Waddah Attar Explosion. Enable this indicator by XNKM. And in the Style section, uncheck some of the options. Now, let's move on to the exact rules of this strategy. For the signal to buy to be valid, 3 conditions must be in place. Price action must be positioned below the VWAP bands. This means that the candlestick bar should be closed below the lower VWAP band. The first confirmation indicator must print a long entry label. At the time the signal is issued, a green bar must be present on the Waddah Attar Explosion indicator. It also needs to break above the explosion white line. Once these conditions are met, a buy order should be placed at the close of the candlestick. The stop loss is set below the recent swing low, and the target is at least 2 times the risk for this strategy. For sell entries, do the opposite. First, wait for the price to break above the VWAP bands. Second, while the price stays above the upper band, the indicator must print a signal to sell. Third, at the time the signal is issued, the Waddah Attar indicator must be red. The bar also needs to break above the white explosion line. When these rules are met, a sell order is placed at the close of the candlestick. The stop loss is positioned at the recent swing high, and the profit target stays the same as for long trades. It's important to remember to always wait for confirmation before entering a trade, and to manage your risk carefully. This means setting appropriate stop loss and profit target levels and not over-leveraging your account. With that said, let's get started with our backtest. Stay tuned for the results. Before we dive into the numbers, it's important to remember that past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results, and that trading carries inherent risks. Always do your own due diligence and manage your risk carefully. With that said, let's take a look at the results of our backtest on the Ethereum 5-minute chart. Unfortunately, the results of our backtest were not very promising. The strategy had a win rate of just 28%, which is well below the level many traders consider acceptable. Additionally, the account balance decreased by 32% over the course of the backtest, which is a significant loss. In total, there were 28 winning trades and 72 losing trades. The maximum number of wins in a row was just 2, and the maximum number of losses in a row was 9. These results indicate that the strategy was not able to consistently generate profitable trades, and it would likely be difficult to recover from such a high number of consecutive losses. In conclusion, it appears that the most accurate VWAP buy-sell indicator strategy from Magic Indicator Strategies is not a viable option for trading. While it's always possible that the strategy could perform better in the future, based on the results of our backtest, it's not a risk we would recommend taking. Thanks for watching, and we hope you found this video on backtesting the VWAP buy-sell indicator strategy informative. If you have any suggestions for strategies that you'd like us to try next, be sure to let us know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay up to date on our latest videos. Remember to always do your own due diligence and manage your risk carefully when trading. Good luck!